Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sowing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hello, friends. You know, as I was contemplating this show, I couldn't help but be reminded of a great lesson a wonderful mentor of mine, the great John Maxwell, taught me. He tried to teach me the difference between success and significance. Success might be something that we all see on the outside, right? The outwardly things, the worldly things, maybe things that your friends or even society judges you by. But significance is more of a heart condition. Significance is the impact that you make in the world around you and what you leave behind. My name is Ivan.Oberon, and this is Financing the American Dream. And highlighting stories and people doing a great impact in the world to create that significance is what this show is going to be about. From John's lesson, I went out to read great books like The Magic of Thinking Big and Supernatural Business, which really inspired me to do what we have around us and use what we have around us to bring God's kingdom here on earth and give Him glory. Today I have a super treat for you. We're gonna interview the great Eddie Wilson, the founder of a worldwide charitable organization called Impact Others that is doing just that and making a great impact in the world. I'm super excited, so let's go find out a little bit more about Eddie's story. All right, my friends, we are now here with Eddie Wilson. So Eddie, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Can you please just tell us a little bit about why you founded Impact Others,
Sure.
what you've been doing, and kind of where you think this is gonna go?
For me, as a serial entrepreneur and a business owner, I've built close to 125 companies in my career. But what I realized in my life was it wasn't another dollar, another house, another business that really brought fulfillment in my life. Fulfillment really comes at the end of helping someone else find their true path, finding their purpose in life. And that's what Impact Others is all about. On that journey of building businesses, I was looking for fulfillment in my life. I realized the only way I could find fulfillment was to help others.
Wow. So was there something that really like hit your heart that you saw one day where you're just like, you know what, I have to change something in this world?
So for me, that moment happened when a friend of mine invited me to his orphanage. And that orphanage in Honduras was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. I was on a diving trip. He asked me to come over and see it. And in the mountains that day, something happened to change my life forever. What happened was he was feeding about 60 to 80 children. And when I got up there was about 40 standing in front and there was about 40 standing in the back of them. And the first set of kids began to knock off these little grains of rice off of their plates. And I watched the children on the back row begin to dive on the floor and fight over the grains of rice with dogs. I began to watch these children be bit by dogs while they're trying to fit one grain of rice off the ground into their mouth. And I was like, John, what's going on? You know? And I remember watching these kids grab it, and I said, John, what's going on? He said, well, these kids, he said, I can't feed all of them. He said, at some point you have to give nourishment to some so you can save some, but you can't save them all. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I said, we can't do this. Tell them we'll bring food back. He was like, oh, you want me to tell them that? I said, yeah. I said, I'll whatever it is, like we'll get rice, chicken, whatever, like I'll go get it. He was like, he said, okay. He said, I'll tell him. So he told them, and they all kind of stood up and were standing around, and he goes, okay. He said, let's go get it. I said, okay. We got in the truck, and we were going down the road, and he leaned over to me, and he said, here's the deal. If this is to appease your conscience, to make you feel good one day, you get to feed those kids. He said, the problem is he said, if you don't choose to feed them forever, He was like, they're still gonna be in the same boat. He said, so if this is to make you feel good, let's not go back. He said, don't give those kids hope for a day that he said will ruin their future. He said, if you're gonna do it, give them a future. And he said, so you gotta commit to this. And at that moment I decided, okay, I'm in, I'm gonna do this. I had no idea what it was gonna cost. And the crazy thing is it cost us about 18 cents to feed a child in Honduras and educate them. 18 cents. That was the changing moment for me. That was that watershed. That's a top 2 or 3 moment in my entire life. And then as you begin to open your eyes to the problems and the issues around you, then everything began to open up to us. And so now we're in 106 countries now and doing this all over the world. And it's been I think those kids are impacted, but I'm more impacted, yeah.
Sometimes it takes somebody to start things off. So my business partner, Matt, and I are joining your vision, and we are committing $100,000 by next year to impact others, to help spur other entrepreneurs and anybody else who's watching this who really caught the vision and want to come fit inside of it. Please come join us in this journey. My name is Ivan Oberon, and this has been Financing the American Dream.